You're listening to Military Press Wrestling with your host, Silent J, and his tag team partners, The Professor, That 90s Guy, Mr. Dedicated, and sometimes Tammy's Baby Boy. Your home for everything wrestling. It's real. It's damn real.
This is Military Press Wrestling, and that intro alone was better and more enjoyable.
You're listening to Military Press Wrestling with your host, Silent J, and his tag team partners, The Professor. You're listening to Military Press Wrestling with your host, Silent J, and his tag team partners, The Professor, That 90s Guy, Mr. Dedicated, and sometimes Tammy's Baby Boy. Your home for everything wrestling. It's real. It's damn real.
Botch.
Wrestling with your and his team.
You fucked up.
I forgot I had YouTube on one of the windows, and it plays what we air, and there's like a 15-second delay. So it played that, and then in my haste, I forgot I left iTunes on for the music, so it's playing like 4 freaking times. Damn, oh damn. Anyway, this is Military Press Wrestling, and look, that was more enjoyable than the intro to Monday Night Raw, because we didn't have Sheamus come out on our show. Anyway, I am Silent J, and in the Red Room of Doom, I
am the Professor of Professional Wrestling, coming to you live from the Red Room of Doom. And unlike the WWE, we are unpredictable. And to the left of me is
That 90s Guy here in beautiful, scenic Buffalo, New York. And I can tell you one thing, these ratings are definitely more tolerable than the ones on Monday night. And I pass this over to
Mr. Dedicated, the star of the show.
all right.
And I woke you all to Dedicated City tonight.
All right.
Because I eat, sleep, be dedicated, repeat. And
Yeah.
WWE is not
And I infringe.
dedicated.
And I infringe. Gimmick infringement for sure. Thank you for infringing once again.
Hey, well, he is dedicated in consistency. Anyway, oh, really? Do we really got to talk about the WWE? Can we talk about other stuff? Could this be like military press cooking?
Well, you know, I got more wrestling to talk about than what goes on Monday nights.
Well, let's get the crap out of the way first.
Yes.
Survivor Series.
Garbage.
Crap.
Not dedicated pay-per-view.
It was
Garbage.
everything that 90s guy said it was going to be. It was everything Silent J said it was going to be. And it damn sure was everything the Professor said it was going to be. Hot garbage.
Not dedicated.
Not impressive.
And hey, by the way, before we go on, I just want to say that 90s guy, if your hand at being a ladies' man doesn't work, you can be a fortune teller. Because damn, you just about called the traditional Survivor Series match. And we were just we just did that as a goof, like a fantasy booking if we were going to book a 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match. These are the guys we'd have on. And I didn't even know they were airing that on the pay-per-view. I just thought they were doing the one on the pre-show, but they ended up doing 2 traditional style matches. And the 90s guy basically called it name for name and what happened.
Yeah, I like to thank Raw vs. SmackDown 06 for my GM skills. When you get to that pay-per-view and you have to load up the last match in the card because you just don't know who's left. So basically, I just went down by star power and by common sense of heel and face. But thank you. I appreciate the credit, gentlemen.
Professor,
Was that impressive?
where do we even begin with the crappiness of this pay-per-view?
We could start with the opening match.
Oh, okay. That's a good start. What
Let's
was
just
the opening match? I try to block. I've tried to block it all out of my head.
Which one
It
was
was
the
Del
other
Rio
match?
Reigns.
It was all right.
It was pretty good.
The two matches in the pay-per-view were all right. And then the rest is turned to
Mm,
garbage.
yeah, that was a good. That was a decent match. And then what was the next one? It was
Ambrose, Kevin Owens.
I can tell you where they overall went wrong for me, and that's I thought the Undertaker match should have been the main event. That's just
That
me.
match was garbage too.
It should have been the main event, though. That's just my opinion. I know probably nobody else here in the Red Room of
It
Doom
should have been
or Silent J agrees with me, but that's what the main event should have been.
It should have been the main event, but a traditional Survivor Series match.
it could have. I get it should have if there wasn't going to be a new champion. If it was like Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, I could definitely I'd be fine with that being number 2. But when you have a vacant title, that has to be the final. It just has to. I don't, just because of what the WWE has done forever and ever, it's just like you kind of can't break from that. But what did you think about the Undertaker match? What did you think about the Undertaker's performance and Kane's performance in the overall, the output of that match?
They did what they had to do.
They moved very slow, to my opinion.
Well, Mr. Dedicated, not everybody
very
has to
slow.
go through a flaming table to make a match entertaining. So
98 years.
No,
Um,
this
it
movement.
was
98 years in the ring there.
it was
Exactly.
yeah, that 90s guy's got it right. That's 98 years in the ring. Listen, overall,
90.
you're not going to get Undertaker flying over the top, flying over the ropes, diving outside of the ring, old school. You're not getting that. All right, accept it.
WrestleMania, you might, but
WrestleMania, you might, but
I don't
last
think
night,
he'll ever dive
I think they did what they had to do.
Could have been better.
They did what they had to do. I was entertained.
I
Quick,
like the end.
simple. It was quick and simple. I liked it.
I like at the end how Bray Wyatt did his flip, and you had what's his name, Brody, in the corner.
Luke Harper.
Luke Harper.
AK Brody.
Brody. I like how he was chilling in the corner. It was like they were setting up doing their thing, and then they were met with
Kane, yeah, that was awesome.
that I liked. I wish they would have froze that moment another second for like the strangest stare down ever. But I liked that. I guess that was a part of the match I liked.
Storytelling at its finest.
Yeah. I did like how they got rid of the black sheep real quick. Just put him through a table. See?
Cool.
Dedicated. They did smash the table.
Yeah.
That was the only cool part of the
I'm
match.
not. Yeah, of course.
The spot was the best part of the match, as it usually should be. I thought the chokeslam was good.
I'm not seeing. I
think
personally,
it was good.
gentlemen, am not seeing where there was any wrong in the match, and that's just me.
Just slow,
Yeah,
slow movement from two old
I
guys.
can't pick out a mistake really. What do you expect from?
I don't see what you want.
48-year-old.
I don't see what you want.
It's a little more, not much. Just
Oh.
a little more. Just make it a little more.
I thought they did great. I gave them 4 stars.
Like save the pay per view.
It was good for what they could do.
That
That's
was
my
good.
opinion.
That was good. All in all, it was a good match. It told the story it was going to tell. So, I mean, overall, I think that's what people expected. You weren't going to expect a Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker, type match. But going back, like Dean and Owen, that was a good match. I like those two guys. I liked how they gelled, I think, in the ring, and I would love to see them feuding over the IC title.
That's actually a match in TLC.
Is it? I had no idea, but I like
Yeah,
that.
it's cool.
I don't want to take the whole card over, but for the overall card, I want to give a shout out to the performers. I think they worked their ass off considering the circumstance of no good storyline. And there isn't any match I can say anyone did bad in. And that's good. I mean, they did a good damn job. Nothing stands out, but everything was what they were supposed to do. Hey, we can bitch about the storyline all we want. We will.
Hold on. I can give you the ultimate plate of trash.
Mm.
Tyler Breeze and Dolph Ziggler. It's a horrible match.
They don't connect.
No, not at all.
Oh, no, I can tell you what it is.
Wade Keller, you know, Wade Keller said it best on Twitter. You guys know who Wade Keller is?
Nope.
I think he was like PWI Informer or Pro Wrestling Torch or something like that. He's like he's like, you know, the lesser known Dave Meltzer.
Okay.
He's on Stone Cold's podcast a lot. Wade Keller said it perfect. He goes, I just watched two guys both try to be Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of being
That's
themselves.
something up.
And I mean, it's just I mean,
Tyler Breeze isn't good.
He's good.
Hey, if you're gonna
but I like Tyler. You know, what? I like Tyler Breeze.
I don't.
I like Dolph Ziggler. Together wrestling each other, it just doesn't. It
I
doesn't.
can see him as a tag team. But
I
not-
agree. I was thinking the same thing.
I can see him as a tag team, but not as those two wrestling.
That would be more preferred. That would be preferred.
That'd be a pretty damn cool team.
Yeah, I think that they would gel well together as a team.
I think that's what they're working on right now. See how they connect and stuff, and they make them a tag team.
The two of them with Summer Rae. I think that would be a good little group. I'm so over this Mex Americana thing though, with Alberto Del Rio. It just takes me out of him. I don't even want to talk about him ever until he drops that gimmick. What do you guys think about the Divas match?
They
didn't have enough
could
time.
have did more.
They didn't have enough time.
This decade's right. That was the problem. When you're regulated,
When you have no time, you have a crappy match.
they were regulated, and it took away their value.
And basically, that match has been built up for what, 3 months now?
3 months. Main event of the Raw before the pay-per-view, but then they didn't give him 15 minutes.
But you know how Vince McMahon is like. They're
no
not
women,
big. Yeah.
no minorities, no nothing.
That match could have been something better, but Vince McMahon said, "Let's do this."
It gained national attention, you know, in what was said in the promo on Monday night. They wasted so much time and energy. They wasted months of work on, like you said, a match that couldn't tell a story, that couldn't play out. And they're both good, you know, they're both really good wrestlers. They really could have done well. But at the end, I think it's just like, okay, they're wrestling, poop, then Paige taps out like immediately after getting the figure eight. And it's just like, that's it. There's no her getting out of it or reversing it and then having it done again. Like, that's it. They were outside of the ring. They went back into the ring. 10 seconds later, Paige taps. It's like, that's how you end a feud like that? Freaking ridiculous. Laziness and stupidity to the max right there.
I think Vince McMahon doesn't care about the Divas division like Triple H does.
You know what I think they need? What they needed to do was cut some of the time off the traditional 5-on-5 they had. What do you guys think about that?
I enjoyed it personally. I did.
I think it could have been better. Like it was too predictable. The whole pay-per-view was just too predictable.
I liked it, but it was too long. You know, I think that took time. That right there, that 5-minute intro to the New Day took time away from the Divas match.
Yeah, I agree.
Professor, what do you think overall about the traditional match? You said you enjoyed it. Anything that could possibly come out of that?
No, I think they just did, you know, because they needed to fit in the traditional tag team match personally. I don't think that they're going to do too much with it, other than New Day with the Lucha Dragons.
Yeah.
And who else? Took them out on Raw on Monday?
The Usos.
The Usos. I think that's what's going to come out of it.
A TLC match.
Going into the next pay-per-view, that you're going to see at TLC for the tag team belts, a TLC match.
Yeah. We kind of got that all out of the way. Oh, and again, they have somebody lose early on in the night and then walk away the champion. That's been done before, hasn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
With Seth
So-
Rollins.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Seth Rollins.
Yeah, the Raw ratings were so terrible because nobody wanted to see Sheamus.
Or Roman.
Oh yeah, Professor, I want to really get your opinion. Who?
Oh.
Okay, it wasn't going to be Dean. Which were you happy with, Sheamus taking it from Roman, or would you have rather seen Roman keep that? I really want to get your opinion on that.
Okay, so here's the This is what the standpoint that I took it from. Okay, I have WrestleMania tickets, and the only thing I was thinking in the main event was I don't want to see Sheamus cash it in at WrestleMania and ruin my WrestleMania moment. So he needs to cash it in tonight. So when Sheamus cashed it in, I actually marked out.
And I read actually that Sheamus is only holding that title to Royal Rumble.
Okay.
That's what I read.
Hopefully.
Who's going to take it from him?
Probably Lesnar.
I'm down with that.
Brock Sheamus, maybe.
Now, would you
238 suplexes.
238?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's all. I just want to see him like break Sheamus in 5.
I want to hit. I would love to see Sheamus's entire body, black and blue,
Hank?
for a match with Lesnar. Like, look, he's got pigment. It's called broken blood vessels.
Oh man, Paul Heyman will rip Sheamus apart.
That's how you bury someone.
Now, would you, if Lesnar goes into WrestleMania as the champ, would you give up your WrestleMania tickets?
No,
Not at all.
no.
Who's it? Depending on who he faces.
I have a feeling I know who's going to be in the main
Oh,
event
yeah.
of WrestleMania this year.
Probably Bryant Lesnar.
Daniel Bryan.
Bryant Lesnar.
Oh man.
I would love to see Daniel Bryan. That's what the WWE is missing.
That is what, and you know what, Jay? I was thinking the same exact thing when I was reading about what I read was a 2.6 Raw rating. That 90s guy said it was a 2.1. I read that it was 2.6, but
It might have been. It might have been their half. Their 1 hour mark. They might have had a 2.1 and a 2.6 in there.
right.
Because you get the shares of the overall rating and then the segment rating. So yeah, I saw a 2.6, but from watching it right now, I don't see where they'd even get a freaking 2.1 from. How the hell? I know I'm sidetracking a little bit. How the hell are you going to have the Wyatt family wrestle the Undertaker and Kane, and then the next day they're wrestling the opening match against the Dudleys?
Hey,
Poor booking.
Lazy booking.
Taker and Kane probably need about 4 months off after that 10-minute match, okay? They're old guys. Give them a break.
That's fine, I get that, but what the hell does the Dudleys have to do with the Wyatt family? That doesn't even make any sense.
Maybe that's what the Wyatt's gimmick is. They just go after anybody, and they just go after anybody.
They do, and I like it. I actually like it, and I'm excited to see the Dudleys work with the Wyatts.
Well, yeah, it'd be a nice match.
Get put through a table.
From what I've seen so far, it might be some of the hardest clotheslines on Raw lately. Not by ignorance or anything like that. I think these clotheslines are out of necessity. There's some big ass dudes in the ring. Like,
Yeah.
solid boys in the ring between that group. But just to me, it makes sense. Like you said, they just go after anybody. But if they're going to go after anybody, you know what they need to do? Actually win a feud. Like,
Yes.
now they just seem like the loudmouth in the bar who wants to fight everybody when he's extremely drunk and then, gets his ass kicked at the end of every night. Just run his mouth, run their mouth, get slapped around. It's just, to me, they need to win a feud. Out of anybody in the WWE, I think the Wyatt family needs to win a feud.
Yes. I think that's right now against the Dudleys.
The Dudleys get them over.
It would be nice. But go back to what we're saying with ratings and Daniel Bryan.
Yes, that is.
Man,
the other day.
I'm telling you, that's the world needs a superhero, and that superhero is Daniel Bryan.
I agree completely, 100%. It's exactly what they're missing. Daniel Bryan is the most popular wrestler, since
CM Punk.
Jeez, since I guess you could say since Punk, yeah.
I think he exceeds CM Punk.
Oh, he's definitely surpassed CM Punk in
All right,
my
then we'll
eyes.
say Rock.
I guess you could say Rock, yeah.
Because you think about it, like, and that's the thing, like, Daniel Bryan was like a really hated individual when he was feuding with Kane, and then he became kind of funny. You're like, he's kind of like a dope, he's like, kind of clueless. But then he became this ultra baby face. I mean, like, super over baby face who could also wrestle. And they don't have that. The WWE does not have, like, the baby face. They have, like, the tweeners, like Seth Rollins or Randy Orton type, where people like them, people don't like them. People tend to like him because they're wrestling John Cena, but everybody loves Daniel Bryan. I don't know anybody who doesn't like him.
Yeah.
I don't think I would like anybody that doesn't like him.
I think
Vince
I
McMahon.
think everybody loves the man.
Vince McMahon. I don't think he likes him as much.
That's because Vince McMahon's a dumbass and doesn't know what he's doing anymore.
I agree, but why is Vince McMahon holding back his top superstar?
Well, right now he's not on television, so we can't
he's-
really say.
He's keeping him healthy right now, so he can't
He needs
come
to be
back.
he needs to keep
I
healthy.
can agree, but
Especially
one
if
of
you
the
guys
top
wanna-
concussion specialists in the nation, not WWE, not Vince's doctor, one of the top concussion men in the nation cleared him. A concussion protocol master of the NFL and the NHL. Professional sport cleared him.
Let's not really applaud the concussion doctors from the NFL now.
Don't worry, I threw hockey in there too.
What's his name from the Rams? Their quarterback the other day.
Bradford.
Keenum
Oh, jeez,
got knocked
Casey
out, stayed
Keenum
in the game.
Good Lord. Oh,
But he
man.
was dead.
That dude looked dead. Now, if that's the same doctor that cleared Daniel Bryan, need to keep him on the shelf until next Survivor.
No, serious. I think Daniel Bryan's 100%, and I think they're saving him for the Royal Rumble. So
Exactly, I agree.
I also think they're saving him just to, like, don't rush it.
listen,
Because last time they rushed it and it failed, and look what happened.
WWE, lend me your ear real quick,
if you will.
if you will. Daniel Bryan, this is third time's the charm. He's got to win the Rumble this year. Okay. The yes movement. We're waiting.
After
okay?
last year,
We're waiting. This is third time's the charm. Okay. They screwed us over in Pittsburgh. They screwed us in Philadelphia last year. They can't do it again. Daniel Bryan's got to win the Royal Rumble this
They're
year.
going to screw us in Harrisburg.
I've never heard nuclear heat. I really can't remember one single superstar getting eliminated and hearing that much of an ovation after they got eliminated.
When you have super babyface Rey Mysterio, who nobody dislikes Rey Mysterio. Nobody hates Rey Mysterio. Everybody loves Rey Mysterio. The little kids love Rey Mysterio because he's got the mask and he flips around. The girls like Rey Mysterio because, I don't know, he's got a good-looking mask. The guys like Rey Mysterio because he's like a little dude that kicks people's ass. And it's like realistic, like, oh, that guy's 5'8", 5'6", under 200 pounds, and I could do that, sort of, maybe. Somebody my size. So, but when you got super babyface Rey Mysterio getting booed,
I was there.
Yeah, me and Professor here was there for that one.
Yeah, we were there, and I'll tell you, I booed him pretty hard. I was all in.
Why?
Because I was pissed off that Daniel Bryan wasn't in the Royal Rumble.
I was pissed too.
Yeah.
And if I was there last year, I would have booed because I was pissed off that Daniel Bryan didn't win the Royal Rumble.
Even contend till the end.
This year's the year. They can't screw it up again. Third time's the charm. Let's do it. Daniel Bryan's got to win the Rumble this year. Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar in Arlington, Texas. That, Silent J, that will not make me sell my ticket.
That's dedicated.
And that's what the professor is praying for as he sleeps at night. It's possible. I don't think probable.
I like that. I like that idea. But let's kind of we recapped Survivor Series. Can't really recap Raw too much because nobody really watched it. We're watching the Bills game for the most part.
We'll tell them more.
Just coming out of Raw for those who did watch it, how is that shaping up TLC?
It's turning out good for TLC because you got Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. That's the match. You got Sheamus, Roman Reigns, a rematch. That's about it right now. But obviously,
that's going to be a horror.
Wyatt's and the Dudleys.
Wyatt's and Dudleys, and you probably got a TLC match with New Day.
TLC's shaping up to be a better pay-per-view than Survivor Series.
Well, you got to think about
what it sounds
you got to think about this too, because Seth Rollins got injured and everything just got twisted up around.
Jack Swagger and Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, Swagger, Alberto Del Rio.
It sounds to me, guys, that
match.
Yeah, it sounds to me, guys, that TLC is going to be a better pay-per-view than Survivor Series.
Well, Survivor Series, they kind of got put on the spot because.
No, I agree. 100%. Now they got it together, and
it's like,
I'm just counting down the days till Sheamus loses the WWE Championship.
I agree.
Are you not entertained, fella?
But on Raw,
I'm not Sheamus.
I've never been entertained by that dope.
Ever.
Historically, he's got the worst hair in professional wrestling history. I mean, and come on. I mean, pro wrestling has had some really crappy hairdos. I mean, and that guy, he's managed to top himself. He's got 1A and 1B worst hairdos ever in wrestling. But are you, Professor, are you excited about Reigns versus Sheamus headlining a paper?
Oh, Silent J, man. I think this is going to be the greatest match in 15 years. This is going to be a 5-star. No, I'm not excited whatsoever. It's hot garbage.
It is a chairs
stand
match.
Sheamus. I don't give a shit.
It's a chairs match.
They can make this. They can make whatever stipulation they want. The only way, you know, will make me like this match.
Barbed Wire Massacre?
No, if it's a retirement match and they both get a count, they both get a 10. They're both down.
A double pin, like the
retirement.
The belly to back suplex pin, like and then like the who was it? Hart versus the Bulldog when they both pinned each other simultaneously. It's like you both pinned each other. You got to retire.
That would make me like this match.
If there was ever a time, what's entertaining right now? Reading the New Day on closed caption.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
Watching New Day with their ponies in the ring and Big E with his cowboy hat on it was just, and I don't know what the hell Kofi Kingston had on his head there, but man, those guys are unbelievably entertaining.
They just came out when you said that. What in that? Oh, it's
Silent J's just seeing this now.
What is on his head? What is on Kobe's head?
They're unbelievable.
That might be. I know it's a unicorn, but This might be simultaneously the most homo. It's got to be one of the most gayest things I've ever seen on wrestling. But also, probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen in wrestling. What in the hell is Big E doing?
They are
Out of
The
control.
So
most
entertaining.
entertaining thing on Raw right now.
really, and I just want to say that when they made their debut, the Professor of Professional Wrestling called that. So that's pretty much all I got to say about that.
We know now. Everybody knows now.
We get it.
I don't know how they got over. In all seriousness, looking at them right now, you got a guy with a red cowboy hat and a bandana. Another guy's got a uniform hairdo. Another guy's got a trombone. And all three of them have unicorn pony sticks. And they're wearing hot blue, pink, and white.
You want to know why it's working? Because they're all best friends and they're being themselves.
It's
That's
spontaneous
the
and
most
different.
ridiculous group of things I have ever seen in a tag team, and they got the tag titles. Might be the most ridiculous thing ever, but also the most amazing thing in wrestling now, going on right now. And who has better hair than Xavier Woods on a pay-per-view?
Nobody. He went into the barber shop and said, "Yo, can you give me that Gaston look from Beauty and the Beast? Say no more, fam."
That was great.
Yeah.
And I like how he used it in the match too, like "Don't touch my hair, don't touch my hair." That was, I like that. God damn, TNA's got to be kicking themselves. The fact that they never let this guy loose, in TNA when he was what was his name, Creed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consequences Creed.
Consequences Creed, which is the guy's got talent beyond belief. But I can't even look at the TV anymore, man. I'm not even I can't pay attention to grown men, unicorns and trombones. You know what? I want that shirt so bad. I want that unicorn shirt. I don't know.
Yeah. Agreed.
But reading Big E and when he's singing in closed caption is awesome, because they have in the closed caption singing in a southern drawl.
Oh man, I'll try that next time I watch Raw in like 2 months. Put the closed captioning on.
It is awesome. But let's bury, not bury, so to speak. But let's bury the talk of Raw right now. I know we only got a few minutes left. But how about we do the history mark?
Somebody talk it up while I look up the
Let's see
results.
what it is. Huh?
Is it our favorite Undertaker match?
Yes,
it is.
Our favorite Undertaker match. And
The winner
that
is-
90s guy's got that here.
because these little kids are undedicated. They're not smart like the Professor. They don't look up their history. They all chose Undertaker versus Triple H at WrestleMania 28. So
And Mr. Dedicated won again.
take the floor.
Mr. Dedicated won again.
He knows the picks to take. That's what it is.
Yeah, Mr. Dedicated won again because he picks the cliche picks.
How about my pick? Can my pick talk about my pick here?
The
I know
streak
you
is
get-
back, baby.
Professor gave me a lot of love.
Streak
on my
is
pick.
back. Dedication.
No way out of 06.
Dedicated.
Taker Angle.
That is a good-
25 fucking years of matches.
Oh man.
That's what they pick. We may have
his best performance. Though.
It's a really damn good match.
That's his probably
It's a
best.
good match,
Good,
but
damn
we've
good.
all seen it. We know.
this
we
is
know. Damn it, Mr. Dedicated. We know.
this is
You didn't have to.
away from Mr. Dedicated, but we might have the biggest group of idiots listening to this show or watching us. Everybody on Instagram needs to be blocked.
I'm on it.
90s guy, you got a lot of work to do, my friend. You got to block 6,800 idiots.
I'm on it. I'm starting now.
You know, Silent J, you just said everything I've been thinking. It's unbelievable. Mr. Dedicated wins every other freaking week. I want to put my head to the wall.
It's right. I almost feel as if the TNA booking committee is voting on our history marks because they don't know a damn thing about wrestling. But anyway, no, it was a good match. It's not like they picked Giant Gonzalez and The Undertaker or King Kong Bundy versus The Undertaker. It's a damn good match by two of the best
Phenomenal.
storytellers in the ring ever, I think.
And they're friends too, so.
Yeah, the ending is one of my favorite
It's-
endings ever for a match. I love when Taker, Michaels, and H walk out, brought a tear to my eye. I enjoyed
Was
it.
it good?
I can't complain about it because it is a very
Back
damn
and
good
back and
match.
forth match. You know who was going to win that match?
It's the greatest story ever told in the match, in my opinion, ever.
Yep. You've said that before. And here's the thing: I would never have been upset if that was the Undertaker's last match. I feel in a way that should have been his last match.
Yeah, that should.
Agreed.
That
100%.
They both could have ended their careers right there, and it would have been perfect for them both.
That's what it should have been.
Yes.
In a perfect world, it really could have been, and you're right, it should have been. But yeah, hands down, I think one of the best stories ever told. And I remember it was at that point that was like, okay, the Undertaker's gonna win. Everybody knows the Undertaker's gonna win, because everybody knows the Undertaker's gonna win. But that match was the match where it was like, you're like, I think he's gonna lose. He could lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it became cartoonish after, with the streak. But that was like the moment where it was like, God damn, I think he's gonna lose. It was so
Exactly. Unpredictable match.
and it was the story being told, like the professor said. 90s. You want to add anything to the match?
Just my main point, which I drive home a lot on the match because it bothers me. To put on a 5-star match, in my opinion, I don't think it was great at that, but I think it had every single element that you need for a perfect match. My only thought when we were all going into it was, yeah, Lesnar happened, and that was a good thing because it did. Yeah, he had another match, but that should have been it right there. It's kind of it right there for me.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It wasn't a 5-star wrestling match in terms of the wrestling, but it was a 5-star match in terms of the build up, the people involved, the story that was told, and the outcome. That was almost. I don't remember the wrestling of the match. I just remember the story and the back and forth and the emotions in that match. So yeah, I'd say in a way, I think that earns a 5-star match with an asterisk next to it. 5-star other than the wrestling.
Yeah.
And I want to give props to that 90s guy once again, because his pick is definitely the most underrated match out of all of our choices this week. So,
And you should have watched that match because it was good.
yeah, that's definitely a great match. No Way Out 06? No Way Out 2006, Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's a good match. That's a great match.
Sanjay, there's your homework tonight, man. I promise you. All the best on the match.
No, my homework is sticking my hand up a turkey's ass.
Woo!
I'm prepping a big-breasted bitch to get
Are
eaten
you
tomorrow.
deep frying or bacon?
I'm gonna bake it. I don't think my landlord will appreciate a deep fryer in an 800 square foot apartment.
Well, Silent J, you need something to watch while the turkey's cooking.
I got something else I'm gonna do while the turkey's cooking. 90s guy, would you like to tell the listening audience what we're going to do while the turkey's cooking tomorrow?
Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 p.m. Pacific Time, Silent J and I will be, you can't see him, will be interviewing the Global Force Wrestling World Tag Team Champion Bollywood Boys from upstate Western Canada and ECCW promotion up there. And we can't wait to have them on.
Also, ECCW Tag Team Champions.
Double. Got 2 belts they're bringing. Yeah, we're very excited. We're going to have that up for you next week, and we're going to be interviewing them tomorrow.
Very cool.
And that is our gift to the listening audience for Thanksgiving. We are giving you maybe what may, in my opinion, outside of the Bullet Club and, the Young Bucks of the Bullet Club, I think just from the stuff I've seen from them, I think the best non-WWE tag team out there. And I'm not saying that the primetime players are better than them by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying it's the best tag team out there, I think, besides the Young Bucks in, the other universe. So
I watched Nelson Cree and Jeff Jarrett versus Bollywood Boys from up in ECCW. It was in the spring. Watched it earlier today. Damn good match. First match I ever watched with them. I knew Jeff would be able to carry him well. And I'm not kidding, guys. These guys got it. They work very well together. Not the biggest guys, but they know what they're doing.
And it says a lot when Jeff Jarrett starts a promotion, and that is the premier tag team. They got the belts, So it says a lot. Like, hey, we're building a new promotion. We're building a tag division, and you guys are gonna lead the way. So good for them. Good for them. I know we got to go here in a second. The history mark for next week.
Well, we're entering the November season. Thanksgiving's tomorrow, and we are very excited about it. So we're going to go with, it might be too vague.
Hold on.
Okay.
If I may throw something out there, that if not, it's just a joke, but you can go with yours. How about, since Thanksgiving, we all get fat tomorrow, how about the best fat wrestler of all time?
Done.
Here we go. Yeah.
I'm down. Better than mine, believe me.
Let's go with that.
Best fat wrestler of all time. What's the
I mean, what are the limitations on this? If we're going fat or like big man, I mean,
no big man. I'm not talking Big John Studd or The Undertaker or Kane. I'm talking.
We're saying belly.
I'm talking fat.
All right.
best super heavyweight.
I got mine already.
It doesn't even have to be a super heavyweight. It could be a short fat guy. It's just got to be a fat guy. I'm not excluding the short fat guys by any stretch.
I got mine. Want me to tell mine first?
Go ahead.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And there's your winner.
Yeah, right? I can't beat that. But I'll try. I'm going to need you guys to approve it, though. If not, I have a backup. Would Hack Myers consist?
No,
No. Too big?
not fat enough.
Not bad enough. My favorite fat guy.
Haystack Calhoun.
Cheeks from TNA. Cheeks is famous for breaking the ring in the dark match in the first TNA show on June 18, 2002, 15 minutes before the show was going to start. So either way, I'm going to get some shock value for that.
Well, that definitely is fat. Professor.
I know yours already.
And I'm watching Mark Henry right now, and Neville just picked his leg up to pin him. I just saw a fat taint I did not want to see. Oh, bad camera angle. Bad camera angle.
I do. It's terrible.
But Professor, who's the fat guy? Your choice.
That's a good one, though. Come on, bring it in.
Well, that 90s guy knows me so well that he just looked at me and said, I know your pick already, and damn well he's right. It's time! It's time! It's Veda time!
I was waiting for somebody to say that.
My favorite overall big man of all time is definitely Vader.
And now Silent J has to pick a new one.
Son of a bitch. I didn't want to let on to what happened there. What is that? Did you cook something underneath the shell?
Oh man. Sounds like the pie ain't doing so well already. Heard.
You fucked up. You
You fucked
no. No.
You're stalling.
I'm going with
Haystack Calhoun.
The
I'm going
Bostonian booger.
I'm going with Yokozuna.
All right.
Hey, that's a solid pick for two-time world heavyweight champion.
My Yokozuna gonna beat
Everybody.
Not Vader, though.
best promo that Mr. Fuji ever did. There's a promo out there. He's like, my Yokozuna, it's gonna beat. And then he looks off to the side like you don't know what's going on. Hulk Hogan. And like,
Someone signaled him. Hulk Hogan.
forget who the hell you were talking about. But yeah, Yokozuna, I think, other than Haystack Calhoun, is there a fatter? Was there like body weight? Was there a bigger wrestler other than Haystack? I mean, other than Yokozuna?
Viscera.
Akebono.
Viscera.
Akebono.
Viscera. Big V.
Viscera.
Big
What do you
V.
say? Oh man,
How about not?
Akebono.
Well, yeah, he don't count.
he ain't wrong.
Why doesn't he? Why doesn't he count?
One match, yeah.
What do you mean one match? He's had matches in New Japan. You guys just haven't done your homework.
No, I know, but it's just
Not dedicated.
listen. We're going American wrestling here. All right, it's only good in America.
Wait.
You know. But yeah, I think that'll be good. Best fat wrestler out there. Watch now. Now there's going to be people saying we're insensitive.
You guys are so mean, calling people fat. Sorry, we're 90s kids, 80s kids. We don't think like
Ooh,
newer days do.
Big Sal Graciano.
Big Sally. Ooh, good pick. I'm upset I missed that.
That's he was pretty big.
700 pounds, man.
Yeah, yeah. With that being said, do we have anything else? Oh, do we have an update on Chavo?
Chavo said, next week we'll let Thanksgiving pass and then we'll pick a day.
All right, folks. I just want to let that simmer. All right, we might have
Chavo Guerrero.
Chavo Guerrero from one of the greatest wrestling families of all time, the Guerrero family.
Next to the
I cannot express what an honor it will be. There's no words for me. That's unbelievable.
Oh yeah,
Eddie's dad was the gobbledygooker in the spirit of today. I didn't know that till last week. I really did. Did you, son?
yeah. Hector Guerrero, right?
Hector Guerrero, yes.
Yep, his dad.
Holy hell! Did like you got one of the best.
No, that's his uncle.
Oh,
Hector, his dad is Chavo Guerrero Sr.
and Eddie's uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle. Eddie's
And Hector is Chavo's uncle.
Yep. Hector. Okay.
But yeah,
And Eddie's brother.
yeah, but a lot to talk about. And I heard, truth be told, I heard from my wrestling buddy that he can talk for days. Chavo can. He's got stories for days and days. Like he can, if given the proper amount of time, you don't even need to ask him questions. You just give him a topic, and he just will. You know, I mean, the guy's been around forever. You know, and I mean that in a good way. WCW, WWE, TNA. You know, now AAA. I mean, that's awesome. So it'd be cool that we get to talk to him because I so super underrated.
Extremely. I have my opinion on Chavo Guerrero. He should, for me personally, I always say that's the man that should have won the Royal Rumble in 2007 and went on to WrestleMania. But you know, that's up for debate. That's just my opinion.
Yep. Yeah, but no, definitely agree. I mean, he was awesome. I mean, he was awesome in WCW. in the cruiserweight division, and it just WWE never used him to his real potential. So, but anyway, that being said, we got the Bollywood boys from Global Force Wrestling going to come on tomorrow, and from Global Force Wrestling and ECCW. And I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And before we go, you guys got any suggestions for this long weekend in between turkey and football? Throw a match out there, any match for the folks at home to watch.
Recently, I just acquired ECW Unreleased Volume 3, hosted by Joey Styles and the Blue World Order. So, now that I've gotten through the first disc, I recommend the whole disc. But my favorite match on the whole first disc was the franchise. Shane Douglas faces Ron Farouk Simmons down in Florida. And it's for the ECW Heavyweight Champion 1995. Franchise's heel heat comes at the whole Florida crowd. Ron Simmons, of course, Florida State All-American linebacker, makes for the perfect storm. I recommend it. I recommend the whole DVD, the whole set, and it will be enjoyable.
My suggestion will be we interviewed a guy last week. His name's Donovan Dijak. So Donovan Dijak versus Michael Elgin on ROH. A phenomenal match. I'm loving this. I'm loving Donovan Dijak. He's become one of my favorite wrestlers, and he's definitely the future.
And my recommendation of the week for all of you out there is going to be go onto the network, go into the vault, and check out NWA WCW Saturday nights. You can pick pretty much any episode. I'm just going to start now. It goes from 1985 to 1987. I'm really looking forward to checking it out. I just found it today, actually. Looking forward to checking it out and seeing, following Dusty Rhodes through through those years, and Ric Flair through those years, and everybody. I just watched a Raging Bull Manny Fernandez match. It was pretty good.
Nice. And Mr. Dedicated, what that match that you suggest? Can you get that? Can you get that on YouTube?
Yes, you can. It actually happened a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Glory by Honor.
Glory by Honor at ROH.
I like that. I am going to go with geez. Man, I don't. There was a match I was thinking about, but I can't remember the date it was from. It was the Midnight Express versus the Midnight Rockers, but I can't remember the date. So I'm going to suggest why, I don't know why, but you got Jack Swagger coming back on a pay-per-view. He's back on Raw. I think you go back and watch Jack Swagger when he challenged John Cena. What was that, about 5 years ago on Raw when Swagger was on SmackDown?
I don't know. I was on a break probably.
I think I was too.
I'm trying to think, but I can't remember. If I watched it, I probably would right away remember.
Yeah, it's the Jack Swagger was on SmackDown almost exclusively. That's before they like fully remerged. And Jack Swagger and John Cena had a match where it was like I became a Jack Swagger fan off of that match alone. I think it was like might have been, I don't know, 3, 4,
maybe 10 or 11. Or maybe.
So I feel like my gut's saying 11.
Yeah, maybe like 4 years ago. Just search it out, Google it, and watch it.
Okay, you know what? You know what? Okay, now I remember exactly what you're talking about. Because I remember in that match, I don't remember what he did to Cena, but he did something, and I said right after it happened, Jack Swagger just totally got over forever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back and watch that now because I want to remember what happened that made me say that. But I remember specifically saying that.
You know what? I am too, and that's a hell of a match. I mean, Jack Swagger was awesome, and that also a good testament to John Cena and how good he actually can be at times in elevating the guy that he's working with. But anyway, I want to wish everybody out there a happy Thanksgiving. I want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Jay.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Red Room of Doom. So you guys say your sweet goodbyes.
Thank you for joining us, one and all. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Sit back and watch some pro wrestling, have a few drinks, enjoy your family and food, all that fun stuff. We'll see you next Wednesday.
That 90s guy here coming at you from the Red Room of Doom. Everyone enjoyed their Thanksgiving. We love you to our listeners. We shout out to you. Enjoy your food, your family, your football, and make sure to enjoy the weekend of wrestling. We'll have the Bollywood Boys for you done tomorrow. We'll have it for you next week up.
Mr. Dedicated here. Hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. And I invite you to Dedicated City next week at MPW.
Woo.
I like that. I am Silent J, and I'm going to finish watching the Charlotte and Paige match to see if Charlotte cries. I'll be thankful if she does not. But anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everybody out there. Have a safe and fun extended weekend, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, or so to speak, when we talk to the Bollywood Boys. Until then, we will see you all next week here on MPW.
You're listening to Military Press Wrestling.
Come on.
You're listening to Military Press Wrestling with your host, Silent J, and his tag team partners, The Professor, That 90s Guy, Mr. Dedicated, and sometimes Tammy's Baby Boy. Your home for everything wrestling. It's real. It's damn real.